Yeah, of course, you can't replicate test cricket into the practice games, but as whatever opportunity we had, we tried to prepare ourselves the best for the test matches, and sometimes you have to be the one who will play second. So I think England had played 3 test matches, which is good for them, but obviously there is no excuse in international cricket. Yeah, they're very talented. Obviously, they're not as experienced as some of the other bowling attacks came in the past for Pakistan, but potentially they're right up there. And I'm sure if they're very much ready, because it could have been really hard coming out of the lockdowns and all that in Pakistan, and I think everywhere in the world, and get ready for the test match in 6 weeks' time or 5 weeks' time. I think they have done really well, and I think team management has prepared them really well. So they are ready for the test matches, and I'm sure that they will perform to their potential. Rightly so, because England conditions are quite tough for batting, and also with the Duke ball and the weather, it swings around. But we had the experience in the past with players like Babar, Asad, myself played cricket in England before, and which will uh, try and perform and use that experience to our good, and transfer that into our other players as well. And also we have the coaches like Yunus Khan and Misbah, who played a lot of cricket in England and performed. So I think we know how to play in England, but obviously it's always a challenge for, especially for an Asian batsman, to come here and perform. Yes, his performance has improved massively in test matches in last year or so, because firstly he was performing really well in white ball cricket, and people started to think that he's only white ball player, he's not good in test matches. But he took that challenge and played with a lot of freedom and a lot of flair, which is very heartening to see. And as a captain, I want him to play the way he wants to, and he just relax and play his game. And I'm sure if he does that, he'll go massively above the ranks in test matches as well. So he's a very important player for us, but I would like him to be free for any pressure and just play and enjoy his game. I think he's right up there already. People are thinking, the experts of the game already talking about it, but I know him. He's not thinking about anything like that. He just focused and he's hungry for runs. And I think if he keeps doing that, he'll be up there for quite a long time. Well, he's obviously he's a young talent. He came up and played Test cricket from nowhere, but I've been with him in the first class team and also played few Test matches now. So he's impressed all of us, and he's in our number one choice bowling attack. So he's young, he's talented. Obviously, he'll get the experience by time, but potential wise, he's very threatening, and hopefully he'll be very good for us in this series. Yeah, of course, there's different playing conditions. In terms of crowd, we played a lot of cricket in Dubai, so we are used to it. We're playing test matches without almost no crowd. But in terms of obviously the other regulations regarding COVID, we practice that in our practice games, so that I think that practice will help us in these test matches. Shining the ball and other stuff, which is we emphasize that a lot in the practice games. So yes, we have prepared for that. Well, obviously it's a challenge, but I think we coped with it really nicely in the past month, and I'm sure when the test matches starts, I think that the time will pass very quickly because you're thinking about the game all the time. But as faith as well, we have strong faith. In tough times, you had to stay patient, because in these tough times around the globe there are challenges, and with playing cricket, the best thing is we are doing what we love the most, which is playing cricket. So we have to be thinking that way, which will help us in these tough times, because if we start getting impatient or we want to think about doing all that, that will affect us. Well, obviously we are in 3 Test matches, and obviously England had to play 6 Test matches. So I think they gone accordingly, and they probably will do the same. But we'll try our best to keep them fit, as well as we want to place our best 11 as well. So it's always hard, but if you play a Test match, you need to have your best 11. Um, we have 3 Test matches, so I'm sure they will be nice and fresh for all 3 Test matches. And wherever we feel someone is not fit enough, then we will always have the replacements.